Rising from the ashes, transforming pain into purpose and power. Welcome to an extraordinary journey of resilience, transformation, and the indomitable human spirit. Today, we're diving deep into a story that will challenge your perspective, ignite your soul, and quite possibly change the way you view your own life struggles. I'm thrilled to share with you the profound insights and life-altering wisdom I gained from my recent interview with Brenda Legins, a woman whose journey from pain to purpose is nothing short of miraculous. Brenda Legins isn't just an inspirational figure. She's a force of nature, a veteran who battled PTSD, a survivor of abuse, a teenage mother who defied the odds, and now a beacon of hope for countless individuals. Her story isn't just inspiring. It's a testament to the extraordinary capacity of the human spirit to not just overcome, but to thrive in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Now, you might be thinking, great, another feel-good story about overcoming adversity. But I promise you, this is so much more than that. This is about unlocking the hidden potential within your own struggles, about discovering the alchemy that turns pain into power, and about realizing that your darkest moments might just be the prelude to your greatest triumphs. So buckle up, my friends. We're about to embark on a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about resilience, success, and the transformative power of embracing your own story. Let's start with a question that might make you squirm a little. What's the part of your past that you're most ashamed of? The chapter you'd rather keep closed, the experience you wish you could erase. Hold that thought, because by the end of this talk, you might just view that painful piece of your history as your greatest asset. You see, Brenda Legins taught me a fundamental truth that's both beautifully simple and profoundly revolutionary. Our past isn't a burden to bear, it's a foundation to build upon. Imagine for a moment, you're barely out of your teens, carrying the weight of motherhood on your shoulders. You've survived abuse that left scars, both visible and invisible. You're a veteran grappling with the demons of PTSD. Most people would crumble under such a weight. But Brenda, she didn't just survive, she soared. Brenda shared with me how she came to a life-altering realization. She said, every scar, every painful memory, every moment of darkness, they're all part of who I am. And who I am is someone who survived, who persevered, who refused to give up. This shift in perspective was nothing short of transformative. Instead of viewing her experiences as a teenage mother, an abused spouse, or a veteran with PTSD as limitations, she recognized them as unique qualifications. Each challenge she'd overcome had equipped her with insights and strengths that no one else possessed. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's great for her, but my past is different. It's too painful, too embarrassing. I get it. We all have chapters in our lives that we'd rather keep under lock and key. But here's the kicker. When we hide from our past, we also hide from our potential. Brenda's approach challenges us to ask ourselves, what if, instead of running from our past, we turn to face it head on? What if we looked at our struggles not as sources of shame, but as badges of honor that prove our resilience? This doesn't mean glorifying painful experiences or dismissing their impact. It means acknowledging them, learning from them, and using them as a foundation to build something meaningful. It's about saying, yes, this happened to me, and look at how far I've come despite it, or even because of it. For Brenda, this meant using her experiences as a teenage mother to connect with and mentor young women facing similar challenges. It meant drawing on her understanding of PTSD to create support systems for other veterans. It meant transforming the pain of abuse into a passion for empowering others to break free from toxic relationships. By embracing her past, Brenda didn't just change her own life. She gained the power to change others' lives too. And that brings us to our second crucial lesson, turning rejection and setbacks into stepping stones for success. Let's be honest, rejection hurts. Whether it's a job application that gets turned down, a relationship that ends, or a dream that seems to slip away, each no can feel like a personal attack on our worth. But Brenda's story shows us that rejection doesn't have to be the end of the road. It can be the beginning of a new, better path. Brenda faced countless rejections on her journey, from people who doubted her ability to raise a child as a teenager, to those who questioned her capacity to lead as a woman with PTSD. The naysayers were numerous. But here's where Brenda's approach was different. Instead of letting these rejections defeat her, she used them as fuel. She told me, every time someone told me I couldn't do something, I heard it as a challenge. It wasn't, you can't do this. It was, prove me wrong. This mindset shift turned what could have been roadblocks into launching pads. One particularly powerful example Brenda shared was her journey to founding her church. When she first felt the calling to ministry, many people told her it wasn't possible. They pointed to her past, her struggles, her gender as reasons why she couldn't or shouldn't lead a congregation. But Brenda didn't let these rejections deter her. Instead, she saw them as opportunities to demonstrate the very transformation and resilience she wanted to preach about. She used each rejection as a chance to refine her vision, to strengthen her resolve, and to connect with others who shared her passion. And you know what? Those very things that people said would hold her back. Her experiences as a teenage mother, as a survivor of abuse, as a veteran with PTSD, became the very things that made her ministry unique and powerful. Now, I'm not saying that every rejection will lead to success, but what Brenda's story teaches us is that rejection doesn't have to be the end of our story. It can be a plot twist that leads us to something even better than what we originally envisioned. So, the next time you face rejection, I want you to remember Brenda's approach. Ask yourself, how can I use this as a stepping stone? What can I learn from this that will make me stronger, more resilient, more prepared for the next opportunity? This brings us to our third and final lesson, and in many ways, it's the most powerful of all. It's about the incredible impact we can have when we choose to use our experiences to uplift others. You see, Brenda could have stopped at personal success. She could have overcome her challenges, built her church, and lived a comfortable life. But that wasn't enough for her. She understood that her journey, with all its pain and triumph, gave her a unique ability to connect with and help others facing similar struggles. Brenda shared with me how she's used her platform as a pastor to create support systems for veterans dealing with PTSD, for young mothers trying to build a future for themselves and their children, for survivors of abuse looking to reclaim their power. She's taken every hard-won lesson from her own life and turned it into a beacon of hope for others. But here's the really beautiful part. In helping others, Brenda found even greater healing and purpose for herself. She told me, every time I share my story and see it give someone else hope, it's like I'm winning another victory over my past. It's like I'm turning every painful experience into something beautiful and meaningful. This is a powerful reminder that our struggles don't just make us stronger, they give us the tools to strengthen others. When we open up about our challenges and share how we've overcome them, we create a ripple effect of hope and resilience that can transform entire communities. I know what some of you might be thinking, but I'm not a pastor. I don't have a platform. How can I make that kind of impact? The truth is, you don't need a pulpit or a big stage to change lives. Your impact starts with the people around you, your family, your friends, your coworkers. It starts with being willing to be vulnerable, to share your story, to offer a helping hand to someone facing challenges you've overcome. Maybe you've battled depression and can offer understanding to a friend going through a tough time. Perhaps you've overcome financial hardships and can mentor someone just starting out. Or maybe, like Brenda, you faced abuse and can be a source of strength for someone looking to break free. Your experiences, no matter how painful they might have been, have equipped you with wisdom and empathy that can be a lifeline for others. Let's circle back to those questions I asked you to consider at the beginning. Those parts of your past you've been trying to hide, they're not shameful secrets. They're your battle scars that prove your strength. You got those rejections that have held you back. They're not dead ends, they're detours leading you to where you're meant to be, and those painful experiences you've endured. They're not just personal trials, they're tools that can help you lift others up. Brenda Legins' story challenges us all to reframe our narratives, to see our past not as a burden to bear, but as a testimony to share, to view our setbacks not as failures, but as setups for greater success, and to recognize that our greatest struggles can become our greatest strengths in helping others. So I leave you with this challenge. How will you use your story to make a difference? What parts of your past can you embrace and transform into a source of strength? Whose life could you change by sharing your journey of resilience? Remember, every scar you bear, every obstacle you've overcome, every rejection you faced, they're all part of a powerful story, your story. And that story has the power to inspire, to heal, and to change the world, one person at a time. As we conclude this transformative journey inspired by Brenda Legins, I want to leave you with a call to action that goes beyond mere inspiration. It's time to disrupt the narrative of your own life and challenge the world around you. First, I dare you to confront your past, not with fear or shame, but with courage and curiosity. What hidden strengths lie dormant in your struggles? What wisdom have you gained that could light the way for others? Don't just acknowledge your past, celebrate it, own it. Use it as the foundation for something extraordinary. Second, I challenge you to redefine rejection. The next time you hear a no, I want you to smile. Why? Because you now know that rejection isn't a stop sign, it's a detour to something even better. Let each no fuel your determination, refine your vision, and propel you towards your true calling. Third, and perhaps most importantly, I urge you to share your story. Your vulnerability isn't weakness, it's your superpower. Find someone who's walking the path you've already traveled. Reach out, connect, be the hope they need. Remember, your story could be the key that unlocks someone else's prison of despair. But don't stop there. Take it a step further. Look at the systems and structures around you. Where do you see others being held back by the same challenges you faced? How can you use your experience to advocate for change, to challenge unfair norms, to create opportunities where none existed before? Your journey of transformation doesn't end with personal triumph. It begins there. You have the power to turn your pain into a movement, your struggles into a revolution of compassion and change. So I ask you, are you ready to rise from the ashes of your past? Are you prepared to transform your pain into purpose and power? Are you willing to be the change this world so desperately needs? The choice is yours. You can walk out of here the same person you were when you walked in, or you can decide right here, right now, to become the author of a new chapter, not just in your life, but in the lives of countless others. Remember, in the grand tapestry of life, our struggles are not mere loose threads to be cut away and forgotten. They are the very fibers that, when woven with purpose and courage, create a masterpiece of resilience, hope, and transformation. Your story matters. Your struggles matter. And what you choose to do with them, that could change everything. So go forth, rise, transform, inspire. The world is waiting for the unique gift that only you, with all your scars, all your triumphs, all your beautiful, messy humanity can offer. Thank you.